It is December 30th, and that means it is time for the 6th beer of Christmas 2021, and it means that after this video, you're halfway done with your commitment.
It's been a chore, guys.
For the 6th beer of Christmas, we are saluting Obi-Wan Kenobi.
The old man is down the road.
The beer we have selected to be our salute to Obi-Wan Kenobi is Old Rasputin from North Coast Brewing in Fort Bragg, California. It is a Russian Imperial Stout coming in at 9.0% alcohol.
So, Tracy, why'd you pick this beer?
I picked Old Rasputin because when I think of Old Rasputin, I think of an old monk living off in the mountains somewhere. In this case, Obi-Wan, kind of an old monk living off in the desert somewhere. Just seemed like Old Rasputin, Old Ben Kenobi, they kind of went together. So that's why I selected Old Rasputin for Obi-Wan's beer.
All right. So, question. Is he being an old monk living off in the desert, or has he been stationed there to protect Luke in episode 4?
Oh, he's definitely been stationed there.
Okay.
Yeah. But he's got this old hermit thing going for him when we first meet him in episode 4. He's old Ben Kenobi. He lives out in the desert alone. But yes, I definitely think stationed there to watch over Luke. What do you think?
I think that's true. I think he was definitely stationed there. Yeah. And took on the persona of a monk just so people didn't wonder what was up with him.
Yeah. Who is your favorite actor to play Obi-Wan Kenobi? We've got Sir Alec Guinness from episode 4 with his Force Ghost appearances in the later episodes. And then we have Ewan McGregor from the Clone Wars, and then he was the model for the animated, from the original, the first trilogy, episodes 1, 2, and 3, and then the Clone Wars animated series.
All right.
Ewan McGregor was the model for the animated version.
All right.
So which is your favorite?
Well, I like them both for different reasons.
Okay.
None of which you're going to particularly care for. But first one, I like Alec Guinness. That's who I picture when you first say Obi-Wan, Ben Kenobi, whatever you want to call him. That's who I picture because that's the first memory that I have of him.
Right.
But Ewan McGregor is far more attractive. So.
Okay. That's fair. That's fair. Ewan McGregor's probably happy to hear that also. He's more attractive than 70-something-year-old Alec Guinness.
Well, I would assume he would be happier about that. But he also may not care.
I think Ewan McGregor was a good choice to play young Obi-Wan. And he's been able to develop that character further. Of course, now we're getting the Obi-Wan series. It was supposed to, I don't know if it did or not, but it was supposed to start filming in April of this year.
Okay.
I think Ewan McGregor's had a lot of opportunity to develop that character. There's a lot more photos of him out there, obviously. So when you Google Obi-Wan, the first one that comes up is the Ewan McGregor Obi-Wan. But I'm with you. The Obi-Wan for me is Sir Alec Guinness. That's who I think of. That's classic Obi-Wan to me, even though he was really only in about 3/4 of a movie. Yeah. As opposed to Ewan McGregor, who's been in 3 full movies and his animated characters all over the place and is getting a TV series.
But for our generation, he set up that character.
Yeah.
Gave us the idea of who he was supposed to be.
What do you think of Old Rasputin, Russian Imperial Stout?
First taste is a little much, but as I've had a few more sips, it gets a little better. Okay. I'm glad I shared a bottle with you, though.
Rather than having your own?
Rather than having my own. Yeah,
I'm glad you shared a bottle with me also, because that way I can have that other one.
Oh, excellent. Of course you can.
Right.
Yeah.
So, very rich flavor. You're right, it's a little, when you first start drinking the beer, if you haven't had another drink before that or something, it's a little on the overpowering side.
A little bit.
Yeah. But nice, rich, roasted coffee flavor. Some chocolates in there. Some roasted caramel and stuff in there. It's got just a hint of that char that we talked about the other night flavor.
But there's no licorice.
There's no licorice, though.
That
Right.
helps me.
Yeah. But so this one's a Russian Imperial Stout, and that was an American Imperial Stout.
Okay.
So I guess maybe the American Imperial Stout has a little more licorice flavor. Or at least that one did.
Sorry, not a fan of licorice.
Yeah. I'm not usually either. I can't eat licorice, but it's all right in beer.
Okay.
I don't know why.
Tracy, what's next for Obi?
I think it's going to be a little bit like the Boba Fett series. There were some missing years in there when we didn't know what was going on with Obi, so now we're going to get a glimpse into those missing years. I think it'll be interesting to see what's going on.
Absolutely. So
the Mandalorian, Ahsoka, and Boba Fett series are all set after Return of the Jedi. Okay. So after episodes 4, 5, and 6. Obi-Wan, though, has got to be set between the Clone Wars and episode 4.
Well, you would think.
You would think, because Obi-Wan dies in episode 4, so it's got to be set in that time period. So we're going to jump back in time. I think that's like 30 years or something.
Yeah.
And then, of course, also with Ewan McGregor playing it, much older, or much younger than Sir Alec Guinness, and so we've got to go, unless we're going to age him, we've got to go back in time a ways.
Absolutely.
Pick up some of those missing years. So I think it'll be interesting. It's another blank slate. I have not been someone to read the comic books or the or the Star Wars novels, but, so some people out there probably know what happens with Obi-Wan during that time period, but I don't. I haven't followed that, and so I don't know what to expect. I expect it'll be interesting.
Okay.
And it will end with him showing up on Tatooine to watch Luke.
You think so?
All right. I'm feeling it.
I'm going to watch just for that.
Maybe not this season if they're going to do multiple seasons, but that's where we're headed. We're headed to Tatooine. How do we get there?
How did we get there? Yeah. Gotcha. Okay. That would be good to know. So that's it for our salute to Obi-Wan. Join us tomorrow when we salute Lando Calrissian.
Lando! So, in the comments below, tell us which beer did you choose to represent Obi-Wan Kenobi? Or what is your favorite Obi-Wan memory? Leave a comment below and we will see you tomorrow night.